Ladies and gentlemen, we've got I think, a lot of the schools and institutes and faculties represented here with this particular evening with Saba Azeem now from the Massey School of Business. And the topic, effects of personal characteristics on the use of online banking in New Zealand. Please, a round of applause for Saba.
Thank you. The lady in this slide looks exactly like my grandma. Weak, frail, and losing her eyesight a little each day. Just imagine, she has made it through nearly 80 years on this earth without ever once checking an email, watching a YouTube clip, or sending a tweet. She can knit from the most complicated knitting patterns, but face trouble operating a laptop. I was the one who introduced to her what online banking can do, and also helped her set up her own online banking account. After a few years of regular use, she was still confused with the Wonder Machine, envying how young people could use it so conveniently. I was the one who introduced to her what online banking can do, and so she was still confused, and I thought to myself, how correct Shakespeare was when he said, "Home-keeping youth have ever homely wits." Her reliance on me for assistance made me feel important, yet left me wondering, why is her use of online banking different than mine? Is it because of her age or physical disabilities? Is it because she is less educated than I am? Or is it just because she's a bit long in the tooth to learn how to use a computer? Is it due to her gender-based learning barriers? Or just because she cannot afford for herself latest smartphones every year? These questions helped me frame my research aim, which is to understand the effects of customers' personal characteristics on the use of online banking in New Zealand. According to prior research, although there is a direct relationship between customers' personal characteristics and online banking behaviors, banks have not yet entirely captured this as an opportunity to tailor their products accordingly. They may have invented what customers would use, but didn't accurately anticipate how they would use them. I'm pursuing focus groups and online survey as my data collection methods. Now, what I found from my initial focus groups is that although the use of online banking is largely perceived unavoidable, New Zealand customers in their senior years use it only when they feel it has more benefits for them than branch banking. The online survey is going to be my next step after this. Academically, my research will lead to better understanding of customers' adoption of innovative banking technologies. Practically, from customers' point of view, I would love to make life easier for people like my granny and you all by suggesting to banks how they can use customers' knowledge effectively. Till then, I think I should keep helping my granny, even when she faces new confusions every single day. I like how she never gives up on learning online banking, for her flesh may be weak, but her spirit is willing. Thank you for listening.
Judges.
Saba, I think what you've captured for us is that intense personal curiosity is a hallmark of great research. And you've taken something which you observed as very close to you and very dear to you and very personal to you, and you've identified a need, and you've identified a way in which it might be addressed. So I commend you for that. The other element which I was intrigued with is that, as with the ageing population, the management and control of wealth and the risk to the aged of age abuse and the like is very important. So I think you've identified something which is going to be highly protective of the ageing population as they, as I said, manage and hold their wealth for longer than probably we ever have before. So thank you.
Thank you, Saba. I really liked two characteristics of your presentation. I like the way in which you started from the very particular and then you broadened that out to introduce to us, I think, a bit of a challenge. You know, banks have been one of the organisations in the last couple of decades where they've closed down branches and they've expected their customers to go online. And it left me wondering what has been the impact on social cohesion and a sense of community as well. We're expected to translate that into the online space. And secondly, I think there's a challenge there around individuals and their interactivity with the online space, but also the spectre or the possibility of banks to use big data to be able to predict what we are going to do, and that's kind of the next stage, isn't it? So I really like the qualitative focus of the methodology that you're applying. I like the personal going out to the more general, and I just challenge you with some of those questions about community and about the use of big data. But thank you very much.
Thank you.
Saba Azeem, congratulations.